How to redesign your life from the ground up. What if everything you've been told about how to live your life is wrong? What if the traditional model of success, go to school, get a job, work 40 years, retire at 65, isn't just outdated, but actually designed to keep you trapped? What if there's a completely different way to live that most people never even consider because they're too busy following a script written by someone else? Today, I'm going to show you how to burn that script and redesign your life from the ground up. This isn't about making small improvements to your current life. This is about questioning everything and building something completely new, something that's actually yours. Let me paint a picture of the life most people are living. Wake up to an alarm clock, rush to get ready, commute to a job they don't love, spend 8 hours doing work that doesn't fulfill them, come home exhausted, watch TV to numb the pain, go to bed, repeat for 40 years, then retire broke and broken, wondering where their life went. This isn't living, this is surviving with style. And the saddest part? Most people think this is normal. They think this is what life is supposed to be like. But here's what they don't tell you. This system wasn't designed for your happiness. It was designed for industrial efficiency. It was created during the Industrial Revolution, when factories needed workers who would show up on time, follow orders, and not ask questions. The problem is, we're not in the industrial age anymore, but we're still living by industrial rules. The traditional life model assumes that everyone wants the same things: a steady paycheck, job security, a house in the suburbs, 2.5 kids, and a retirement plan. But what if that's not what you want? What if you value freedom over security? What if you'd rather have time than money? What if you want to travel the world instead of buying a bigger house? Here's the truth they don't want you to know. You have options. More options than any generation in human history. You can work from anywhere with Wi-Fi. You can start a business with a laptop. You can learn any skill on YouTube. You can connect with anyone in the world. But you'll never explore those options if you keep following the same script everyone else is following. It's time to write your own script. The question isn't, how do I get better at playing the game? The question is, what if I stopped playing their game and started playing my own? So how do you actually redesign your life from the ground up? I call it the Freedom Framework: foundation, reality check, energy audit, elimination, design, options, and movement. F, foundation. Start with your core values and non-negotiables. What matters most to you? Is it freedom, security, adventure, family, creativity, impact? You can't design a life that works if you don't know what working means to you. Most people are living someone else's definition of success and wondering why they're miserable. R, reality check. Take an honest look at your current life. What's working? What isn't? What would you keep if you could redesign everything? What would you eliminate? Write it all down. You can't change what you won't acknowledge. E, energy audit. Track where your energy goes for 1 week. What activities energize you? What drains you? Who lifts you up? Who brings you down? Energy is your most valuable resource, more valuable than time or money. Protect it fiercely. E, elimination. This is the hardest part, but also the most important. You have to eliminate everything that doesn't align with your redesigned life. Toxic relationships, soul-sucking jobs, commitments that don't serve you, possessions that weigh you down. You can't add new things to your life if you don't make space by removing old things. D, design. Now comes the fun part, designing your new life. What would your ideal day look like? What would you do for work? Where would you live? How would you spend your time? Who would you spend it with? Get specific. Vague dreams create vague results. Options. Research and create options for every area of your redesigned life. Want to travel more? Look into remote work, freelancing, or location-independent businesses. Want more flexibility? Explore part-time work or contract positions. Want to pursue a passion? Find ways to monetize it or create multiple income streams. M, movement. This is where most people get stuck. They plan and dream, but never move. Start with one small change. Move to a different city. Take that online course. Start that side project. Quit that toxic job. The life you want is on the other side of action. Here's what most people don't understand. You don't have to redesign everything at once. You can do it gradually, you can test different elements, you can pivot and adjust. Your life redesign is a process, not a one-time event. But here's what you do have to do. You have to start. Because every day you spend living someone else's life is a day stolen from your own. Let me give you some real examples of people who redesigned their lives completely. Chris Gilbo decided he didn't want to work in corporate America, so he traveled to every country in the world while building a business online. Tim Ferriss questioned the traditional work model and created the 4-hour workweek, showing people how to automate their income and reclaim their time. But it's not just famous people. I know a lawyer who quit her 6-figure job to become a yoga instructor and has never been happier. A software engineer who sold everything and now travels the world as a digital nomad. A teacher who started a blog and now makes more money teaching online courses than she ever made in a classroom. What all these people have in common isn't that they were special or lucky. It's that they questioned the default life and chose to build something different. Here's the secret. The tools to redesign your life already exist. The internet has democratized everything. You can learn anything, reach anyone, and build anything. The only thing holding you back is your belief that you have to live like everyone else. But you don't. You can live however you want. You just have to have the courage to design it and the discipline to build it. Your current life isn't permanent. It's just your current experiment. If it's not working, run a different experiment. Here's your life redesign challenge. This weekend, I want you to do 2 things. First, complete your reality check. Write down everything about your current life, your job, relationships, living situation, daily routine. Then mark each item as either keep, improve, or eliminate. Second, design your ideal day. Not someday in the future when you retire, but your ideal day 1 year from today. What time would you wake up? What would you do for work? Where would you be? How would you feel? The gap between your current reality and your ideal day is your redesign project. That's what you're working toward. Remember, you don't need anyone's permission to redesign your life. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need more resources or more knowledge. You just need to start. Your life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. How much longer are you going to spend living someone else's version of it? But here's what happens when you start redesigning your life according to your own values. You discover that what you love and what pays you can actually be the same thing. Most people think they have to choose between passion and profit, but that's a false choice created by outdated thinking. In my next video, I'm revealing how to turn what you love into what pays you, the exact framework for monetizing your passions without selling your soul. I'll show you why do what you love and the money will follow is terrible advice, and give you the real strategy that actually works. If you've ever been told your dreams aren't practical or that you can't make money doing what you love, this next video will shatter those limiting beliefs forever. Hit subscribe and that notification bell, because what I'm about to show you could turn your biggest passion into your biggest paycheck. This one's going to change everything.